NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Bulldozes past him and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll try the left side. Mitchell. Again, he finds an opening. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the...
I'm ready already.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Keeps himself upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Mostert. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's swung out to Mostert. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Connects with Sanu right side. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down is Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Throwing now is Locke. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A very costly sack there on third and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on fourth. Dancing to his left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. We're scoreless after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, second and goal. Williams again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos on one play have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete as Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert from 17 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Runs over him. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what it is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw it is Locke. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Locke now on 1st down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant, 29 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Block going to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A loss of 2 there, second down. From the gun, it's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And McManus able to put it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And that's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On play action, Locke rolling to his right. He's got his tight end fan. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Tim Patrick, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, it's Mitchell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 1st downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Garoppolo going to get this off to Mostert, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They'll try it now with Mostert. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Mostert. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 11. A play fake for Mostert. Now Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down now, it's Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Wait. 56 is the Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell from 3 yards out. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble. But when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams.
And the Niners are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Here's Garoppolo to throw.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 2nd down and goal. Lock. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Javonte Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 31, 49ers 22. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35.
It's a big play there for the Broncos.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Locke. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. McManus's point after is good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Second and 10. Now Garoppolo. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll run on first down. Mitchell powers through. Oh, he gets free left side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. One final try now for Garoppolo. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First throw of overtime for Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Here's Locke to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. First throw of OT for Garoppolo. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the 49ers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And some room to work. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.